practice of snake, we learn control over our blood, our nervous system. So the 3 first level gates, or the blood gates, there are many. The first 3 are very important to become proficient in snake. Now what blood gates are is their levels of relaxation that different people walk around with during the day. People that are, their shoulders are up, they're tight, they're stiff, they're tense, right? How many people out there are completely relaxed, breathing under the navel, walking around? Okay, this is snake. Breathing into your blood, controlling the blood pressure. Now, the first level we have to work with when we're in the first blood gate is flow. So the first blood gate is flow. We have to develop a level of relaxation so that we can flow back and forth without stopping, changing directions. So one of the ways we can flow and start our blood, get our blood swinging back and forth is right here. Simple at first. Now this is a crude variation or a crude shape that I'm going to start with. It's right here. We'll define it as we go on, but here's the motion. This back arm is just dragging right behind, and then it turns. And the elbow bends in, right? Now the stance I'm using is the Quai-Sat, right? Now, here's the technique back and forth. Riding. Now, if we tweak this a little bit, easily another variation is going to look more like this. A little more bend in the elbows. Now we're starting to get to the next level, which is riding. So flow is what we're going for. Remember, like anything in the physical world that grows, it takes on weight and becomes heavier. Now this is Jing. We're throwing our blood. Okay, so what starts to happen is the flow will grow and eventually it becomes heavy. We're swinging back and forth. The whole body is twisting, contorting around. Same stance. This is the basic technique. We're throwing our blood back and forth in a figure 8 motion. So our blood is moving fast. Now, this is the first level, flow. Breaching into the second level when we talk about heavy is writhing. The second level, or the second blood gate, is writhing power. The ability to do damage with heavy blood power. Now, just like all the creature teachers, the snake attacks what it teaches. So snake attacks the blood in the body with watery motions that jar the blood, whereas tiger destroys the bone. Leopard comes after the muscles. Crane comes after the wind by exhausting the enemy, by not allowing any contact while still precision striking. So they all work together. So basic flow, side to side, right here. Now just relax with that, because the more your blood starts flowing with these movements, the more you're going to transform. You're going to have more energy. This is purification through the water element. This is the blood crashing back and forth inside the body, breaking up stagnation, carrying it out through the system. Okay, so one more time. Now this is the second variation that you can go to. The first one I did, really dragging this heavy. Pulling the blood to the extremes in the hands. So if you see Wing Chun styles that have a little more snake influence, you may see this type of a drag from Tan Sao to Tan Sao or Tan Da. There's a slide there. This is water, okay? Even without the strikes, slide. Flow, slinging the blood side to side. Maybe there's more crane influence in it. If that's the case, you'll see more air, right? There'll be space. You see the flap like the wings. Maybe the fingers aren't always rigid. This can be an advantage in Wing Chun if you know how to use it. It can be a disadvantage if you're too tense. You have to be loose. This has its place too, but you gotta watch your fingers. Fingers get snapped here if you're not really careful. So with snake, we keep them together, okay? Now, if it's leopard, you'll see that fiery pop. Now, this is the same technique we've been doing. Now, what I did here is I just don't have this hand because I'm doing something else, but this is the same thing. Because snake takes Tan Sao, which we know in Wing Chun, further. Okay. Here's the motion. Now I can slide this way too. Can train my blood this way, same thing. Here's your Wing Chun Tan Sao, water. Blood, side to side, scraping, okay? Now, inside the first level of flow, inside the first blood gate, this flow, there are other gates, right? So remember, easily, make it effortless, pull side to side. Now the second level inside the flow gate is going to be, when we twist like this, shedding, okay? Snake shedding skin. Here we are. Same technique. See how we started with this big motion and we shrunk it down. And now you see how a lot of Wing Chun came about. These big motions in the creature teachers also had small motions like these that they gifted and infused into Wing Chun. So, if you found this video helpful on moon energy, snake, and the blood gates, click the like button. Even better, subscribe. Even better, Patreon. Sifu Les Clements out. Train well.